may think that I'm talking foolish. You've heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now this love that I feel for you always will be. But you're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours until the day that I die. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever. Forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder how long I'll be faithful, I'll be happy to tell you again. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. They say time takes its toll on a body, makes a young girl's brown hair turn gray. Well, honey, I don't care. I ain't in love with your hair, and if it all fell out, well, I'd love you anyway. They say time can play tricks on a memory, make people forget things they knew. Well, it's easy to see, it's happening to me. I've already forgotten every woman but you. Oh, darling, I'm gonna love you forever. Forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder how long I'll be faithful, just listen to how this song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. Is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. 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 Whenever I sang my songs on the stage on my own, whenever I said my words, wishing they would be heard, I saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy? You'd always be there in the corner of this tiny little bar. My last night here for you. Same old songs, just once more. My last night here with you. Maybe yes, maybe no. I kind of liked it your way, how you shyly placed your eyes on me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face, as if you're never hurt, as if you're never down. Shall I be the one for you, who pinches you softly but sure? If frown is shown, then I will know that you are no dreamer. So let me come to you, close as I wanna be, close enough for me to feel your heart beating fast, and stay there as I whisper how I loved your peaceful eyes on me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Darling, so share with me your love if you have enough, your tears if you're holding back, or pain if that's what it is. How can I let you know I'm more than a dress and a voice? Just reach me out, then you would know that you are not dreaming. Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face, as if you're never hurt, as if you're never down. Shall I be the one for you, who pinches you softly but sure? If frown is shown, then I will know that you are no dreamer. Oh no! Oh! And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all, it's Jeep's Variety Show! And now, here's your host, Jeep! Hello everybody! Jeep here of Jeep Variety Show. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing very well. And I'm not facing straight to you. There we go. There we go. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you, Tusk. Welcome, my friend. And don't worry, I still remembered that I owe you a song. So we're going to kick off today's show with that. But before we do that, let's see what's in the news today. The Jeep news, that is, folks. Well, I had to pay 2 times the normal amount for my lunch today, just because I stole yesterday's lunch. That's alright. It was worth it for the caviar. In other Jeep news, my toilet got really backed the fuck up. Not even a plunger could save it. So I hired a plumber, and he figured out the problem. Someone's been flushing bodies down my toilet. Yeah. Now, this was quite a pickle to explain to him. I just said, just fix my toilet, and then I could pay you off or something we have to talk about. We can just sweep this under the rug because, I don't want to get investigated for having toilets clogging up my sewage systems, my pipes and all that. Fortunately for me, though, since he was kind of a greedy plumber, and he was like, okay, as long as you pay me everything you own, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Just, I was planning to backstab him. I have a sword, so I was going to use that. But fortunately, though, I didn't have to resort to violence, because after he unclogged the toilet, after trying to extort me, to keep me quiet, he got sucked right into the toilet after he unclogged it. My toilet has maximum suckage. So, in the end, my toilet works great, and no witnesses. In final news today, the bee, my brother, stopped at a gas station to buy some peanuts. When I asked him why he wanted some peanuts, I was wondering if he had some elephant friends or something. But anyway, when I asked him, he just said, "It's all in the master plan." And that's it for the news today, folks. Well, have we got a show for you today? I hope you're all going to be excited for today's show. I am very much looking forward to it. Like I said, Tusk, if you're still there, we are going to kick it off with a song request by you. I remember you redeemed it during Ellie's show, but that was Ellie's show, so I wanted to sing a different one for you today. So if you're still in the chat, my friend, let's get on to the singing stage. Yeah, there we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, Tuskers, do you happen to remember what song you wanted me to sing that day? If you're indeed still in the chat. If not, we're going to go to Shakespeare. Take your time. I know there's a bit of a delay. Jeep is well aware of the delay. Tusk is there and was listening to a song. Gotcha. So what song would you like me to sing for you, Tusk? I still remember I owe you a redeem. I have the BGM all set and ready to type up. Just tell me what you want. Yeah. Don't worry. I got a good memory. So, especially when I must honor my commitments. So what am I singing for you today, my friend? What am I singing for you? Yep. Take your time. Take your time. I'm just going to reset my volume levels and all that. Make sure everything was good for the singing. Then we'll sing this one song. And then we'll get on to Shakespeare. Shakespeare. Shakespearean acting of the British variety. Alright. That's better. Alright. Volume levels look better now. Much better.
No worries, Tusk, if a song doesn't come to mind. I can always save it for another time. I'll only be singing one. I can start up Shakespeare. Oh, okay. Back then, because I was a gothic snake, I wanted you to sing Tell Me Why from Berserk. Ah, okay. Oh, I see, but since she's gone now, we could... do you have something else in mind? Nothing yet? Alright, tell you what. I'm going to do Shakespeare, and then if something comes to mind later down the road, you let me know. You still have a one free song redeem, okay? So let's just get on with the show and go to Shakespeare. Alright. Reading my book. We are on Macbeth today, people. Macbeth is what I am performing for you all. Okay, there we go. Let's get the giant Jeep reading. There we go. Alright. Just make sure I'm all good there. Alright. Here we go. That looks good. Okay. So we left off at the end of... I don't need this anymore. Okay. So last we left off... Actually, what? Maybe it is a good idea to wear this just in case someone raids or something. I don't know. You can never tell. Alright. So we last left off at the end of Act 2. So, the king is dead, and, obviously the Macbeths are behind it, and now, let me just, that's a little low, it doesn't look right to read, there we go, that looks better, alright, there we go, there you go, now it looks like I'm reading this book, alright, okay, so, let's begin Act 3. Act 3, Scene 1, Forres, a room in the palace. Enter Banquo. Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Glamis, all, as the weird woman promised, and I fear thou playedst most foully for it. Yet it was said, it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why, by the verities on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well? And set me up in hope. But hush, no more. Senate sounded. Enter Macbeth as king, Lady Macbeth as queen, Lennox, Ross, lords, and attendants. Macbeth is just my normal voice, so just bear that in mind. Alright. And Lady Macbeth is the more sultry voice. Okay, here's Macbeth. Here's our chief guest. If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming. Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I request your presence. Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie forever knit. Ride you this afternoon? Aye, my good lord. We should have else desired your good advice, which still hath been both grave and prosperous, in this day's council. But we'll take tomorrow. It's far you ride. As far, my lord, as will fill up the time. Twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better, I must become a borrower of the night, for a dark hour or twain. Fail not our feast. My lord, I will not. We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their harrows with strange invention. But of that, tomorrow. When therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly. Hie you to horse. Adieu, till you return at night. Goes Fleance with you? Aye, my good lord, our time does call upon us. I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Exit Banquo. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. While then, God be with you. Exit Lady Macbeth, lords, etc. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men, our pleasure? This is the servant. They are, my lord, without the palace gate. Bring them before us. Exit the servant. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. As it is said, Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my gripe, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filled my mind, for them the gracious Duncan have I murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace only for them, and mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings! Rather than so. Come, fate, into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Enter the servant with 2 murderers. Now go to the door, and stay there till we call. Exit the servant. Was it not yesterday we spoke together? Here's the first murderer.
It was, so please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he, in the times past, which held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in probation with you how you were borne in hand, how crossed, the instruments, who wrought with them, and all things else that might to half a soul and not to notion crazed, say that thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospelled to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave, and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue ye go for men, as hounds and greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, shows, water rigs, and demi-wolves are clept all by the name of dogs. The valued file distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, every one, according to the gift which bounteous nature hath in him closed, whereby he does receive particular addition from the bill that writes them all alike. And so of men. Now, if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I'll put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, who, where our health, but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect. Second murderer. I am one, my liege, whom the vibe blows and buffets the world, hath so incensed that I am reckless what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on't.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine, and in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life, and though I could with barefaced power sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye, for sundry weighty reasons. We shall, my lord, perform what you command of us.
Though our lives
Your spirit shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves, acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment on't, for it must be done tonight, and something from the palace. Always thought that I require clearness. And with him, to leave no rubs nor botches in the work, Fleance, his son, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
we are resolved, my lord.
Exit the murderers. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it tonight. Scene 2, the same. Another room in the palace. Gonna take a little drink here first. Okay. Enter Lady Macbeth and a servant. Is Banquo gone from court? Aye, madam, but returns again tonight. Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words. Madam, I will. Exit the servant. Naughts had all spent, where our desires got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy, than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. Exit Lady Macbeth. Enter Macbeth. Oh no, the servant exited. Enter Macbeth. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on. Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done. We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint both the worlds suffer, ere we will eat our meal in fear, and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace. Then on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy. Nothing can touch him further. Come on, gentle my lord, sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight. So shall I, love. And so I pray, be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. present him eminence, both with eye and tongue, unsafe the while, that we must lave our honors in these flattering streams, and make our faces vizards to our hearts, disguising what they are. You must leave this. Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and Fleance lives, but in them nature's copies not etern. There's comfort yet, they are assailable. Then be thou jocund. Ere the bat hath flown his cloistered flight, ere to black Hecate summons the shard-born beetle with his drowsy hums, hath rung night's yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note. What's to be done? Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, seeing night scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rocky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, whiles night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelest at my words, yes, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me. They exit. Scene 3, the same place, a park or lawn with a gate leading to the palace. First murderer. And enter 3 murderers. Here's the first murderer.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Here's the third murderer. Macbeth. Second murderer.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs the lated traveller apace to gain the timely inn, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark! I hear horses. Within, it's Banquo.
Give us a light there. Ho!
Then 'tis he. The rest that are within the note of expectation already are in the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he does usually, so all men do, from hence to the palace gate, make it their walk. Enter Banquo and Fleance with a torch.
A light! A light!
'Tis he!
Stand to it! It will be rain tonight. Let it come down!
First murderer assaults Banquo. Okay, here's Banquo. Oh, treachery! Fly, good Fleance! Fly! 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 Thou mayest revenge! Oh, slay! Banquo dies. Fleance escapes. The third murderer. Who did strike out the light?
Was not the way?
There's but one down. The sun is fled.
We have lost best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and say how much is done.
They all exit. They exit in a panic. Naturally. Okay. Scene 4. The same. A room of state in the palace. A banquet prepared. Enter Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Ross, Lennox, lords and attendants. Here's Macbeth, talking to all the people attending. You know your own degrees. Sit down. At first and last, the hearty welcome. Here's all the lords. Thanks to your majesty. Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome. Here's Lady Macbeth. Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks they are welcome. Enter first murderer to the door. See, they encounter thee with their hearts. Thanks. Both sides are even. Here, I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. Anon we'll drink a measure the table round. There's blood upon thy face. There's blood upon thy face. All right. Here's the murderer.
'Tis Banquo, then.
'Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord.
Okay, so Macbeth is saying this aside to the murderer.
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance. If thou didst, thou art the non-peril.
Most loyal, royal sir. Fleance is escaped.
Then comes my fit again! I had else been perfect! Whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now, I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe?
Aye, my good lord. Safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trench gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Ugh. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again. Exit the murderer. My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold, that is not often vouched, while 'tis a-making, 'tis given with welcome. To feed were best at home, from thence the sauce to meat is ceremony, meeting were bear without it. The ghost of Banquo rises and sits in Macbeth's place. Sweet remembrance! Sweet remembrance, sir. Now good digestion wait on appetite, and health on both. Here's Lennox. May it please your highness, sit. Here had we now our country's honor roofed, were the graced person of our Banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance. This is Ross.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please it your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full! Here is a place reserved, sir. Where? Here, my good lord. What is't that moves your highness? Which of you have done this? Is all the lords together. What, my good lord? Thou canst not say I did. Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me!
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
They all rise. It's now here's Lady Macbeth. Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you, keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought he will again be well. If much you note him, you shall offend him, and extend his passion. Feed, and regard him not. Lady Macbeth talks to Macbeth now. Are you a man? I, and a bold one, that dare look on that which might appear, that might appall the devil. Oh, proper stuff, this is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts, impostors to true fear, would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire, authorized by her grandam. Shame itself! Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool. Prithee, see there! Behold! Look, lo! How say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst nod, speak too! If charnel houses and our graves must send those that we bury back, our monuments shall be the maws of kites. The ghost of Banquo disappears. What? Quite unmannered in folly? If I stand here, I saw him. Fie! For shame! Blood hath been shed ere now in the olden time, ere humane statute purged the gentle wheel. Aye, and since too, murders have been performed. Too terrible for the ear, the time has been, that when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end! But now, they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crowns, and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is. My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you. Oh, I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come. Love and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. Fill. Full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. The ghost rises again. To all and him we thirst, and all to all. Here's the lords.
Our duties and the pledge.
Macbeth sees the ghost. Avaunt! And quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! Thy bones are marrowless! Thy blood is cold, thou hast no speculation in those eyes, which thou dost glare with. Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time. What man dare I dare? Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, or the Hyrcan tiger. Take any shape but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble. Or be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit then, protest me, the baby of a girl! Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence, hence! The ghost disappears. Why so? Being gone. I am a man again. Pray you, sit still. You have dispatched the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder. Oh, can't such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? You make me strange, even to the disposition that I owe, when now I think you can behold such sights, and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks, when mine are blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once. Good night, and better health attend his majesty. A kind good night to all. All the lords and the attendants exit. It will have blood. They say blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have by maggot pies and chows and rooks brought forth the secretest man of blood. What is the night? Almost at odds with morning. Which is which? How sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding? Did you send to him, sir? I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them, but in his house I keep a servant feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will. To the weird sisters, more shall they speak. For now I am bent to know, by the worst means, the worst. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped in so far, that, should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go over. Strange things I have in head, that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned. You lack the season of all natures. Sleep. Come. Will to sleep. Ay, strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed. Scene 5. The Heath. There's only 2 scenes left, and then we're done with this act. Thunder. Enter the 3 witches, meeting with Hecate. Here's the first witch. How now, Hecate? You look angrily. Here's Hecate. Have I not reason? Beldams as you are, saucy and overbold. How did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth, in riddles and affairs of death, and I, the mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part, or show the glory of your art? And which is worse, all you have done hath been but for a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, not for you. But make amends now. Get you gone, and at the pit of Acheron. Meet me in the morning. Thither he will come to know his destiny. Your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything beside. I am for the air. This night I'll spend until a dismal and a fatal end. Great business must be wrought ere noon. Upon the corner of the moon there hangs a vaporous drop profound. I'll catch it ere it come to ground. And that, distilled by magic slates, shall rise such artificial sprites, as, by the strength of their illusion, shall draw him unto his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear his hopes above wisdom, grace, and fear. And you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Music and song within. Come away, come away. Hark. I am called. My little spirit, see, sits in a foggy cloud and stays for me. Exit Hecate. Here's the first witch. Come, let's make haste. She'll soon be back again. The witches exit. Scene 6. Forres, a room in the palace. Enter Lennox and another lord.
My former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret farther. Only I say things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth. Marry, he was dead. And the right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if please you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. Men must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Damned fact! How did it grieve Macbeth? How it did grieve Macbeth? Oh, did he not, straight in pious rage, the 2 delinquents tear that were the slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was not that nobly done? Aye, and wisely too, for 'twould have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it. So that, I say, he has borne all things well, and I do think that had he Duncan's sons under his key, as, and please heaven, he shall not, they should find what 'twere to kill a father, so should Fleance. But peace! For from broad words and cause he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast. I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself?
Here's just some random lord.
The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court, and is received of the most pious Edward, with such grace that the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. Thither Macduff is gone to pray the holy king upon his aid to wake Northumberland and warlike Seward, that by the help of these, with him above to ratify the work, we may again give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feasts and banquets, bloody knives, do faithful homage, and receive free honors. All which we pine for now, and this report hath so exasperate the king that he prepares for some attempt of war.
Sent he to Macduff?
He did, and with an absolute "Sir, not I." The cloudy messenger turns me his back, and hums as who would say, "You'll rue the time that clogs me with this answer."
And that well might advise him to caution, to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he come, that a swift blessing may soon return to this our suffering country under a hand accursed.
I'll send my prayers with him.
And that's it for Act 3, everybody! They exit! Woo! Wow, Macbeth really does just move quickly. This is one of the faster plays. All right. Okay. I need to refill my tea right now. Let me cut over to the standby screens. Woohoo! We are going to switch over to Smash Brothers right now and try to get Pichu to Elite Smash. So give me about 3 minutes to set everything up, folks. I'll be ready in a moment. Yeah, there we go.
Distant sparks call
To a past still unnamed. There is George against the code of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light.
On that day when sky fell away, our worlds came to an end. In our eyes stood a fading sunrise in the dark, glimmering shadows.
Silence grows in spaces between, stretching out beyond time. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's try and continue the mighty Pichu. This is no small feat, folks, let me tell you. Even though Pichu is small, the challenge is real. That way. There you go. Now it looks like I'm looking down. Alright. Let's get to it, monkeys! Let's go, folks, let's go! Here we go. Yo! Oh. Okay. Botcha check, botcha. Oh, hey, look, it's Mewtwo. It's a Pokemon battle for the ages. Ooh, that back here is so mean. Oh, really? Alright, there we go. Oh, wow, lucky! Yeah, I calculated that one perfectly. Woohoo! Good fight. That was a good match. Alright, we on our way. Good kickoff. Good kickoff. Whew! Shulk! Half-naked Shulk!
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh!
Pichu! Backslash!
There we go. Ooh. Oh. Oh shit. GG. So
Feel the power!
he feels the power. Hey, dipshit. I said well played, and you just ran off, you punk. They always do that.
Solo battle!
Da 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 dee doo. Pichu. Ooh, Dr. Mario, and his name is Ham Slider.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, screw that up. Oh, perfectly timed that. Yeah, I got you, fucker. Mission complete. Yeah, you run away like a little bitch. That's what you get for taunting me. I got you back, asshole. Dario! Thank you for the well done! Nice to hey! Folks, we got an Ellie supporter right here. Hello, Dario! Yeah, that guy was a jerk. He taunted me, so that's why I called him out for it. I never taunt first. When they taunt first, though, oh, you better believe it, I'm going to get them back for that. A Bowser.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, ran into it. Oof. Bowser is one of the hardest ones for Pichu to fight. Oh, damn it. Oh, I'm alive! I'm alive! Nope, not anymore. GG. Bowser's scare me when it comes to Pichu. Well played. Dario says, I think it was a nice fight. Oh, it was a good fight indeed, but the guy was taunting. I'm not a fan of taunting. Gotta be very careful with them Bowsers. They are vicious for Pichu. What's next?
Captain Falcon, his name is Nick. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that was a smart move. There we go. Whew! Ooh, that was a good match. GG. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a good match. Yeah, I did almost have you there, Falcon. GG, GG. Oh, it is hard to get Pichu to Elite Smash. How you doing, Dadio? I hope you're doing well today. Hey, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We've got ourselves a oh, okay. Alright, that was weird. Whoa. You. Yo. What the hell? What the hell? Am I fighting a what the fuck? Communication. What the fuck? Okay. According to Dadio, doing fine. Had a kind of boring day, but was okay. Alright, Dadio also says, to me, characters that have high mobility are scarier than strong ones. Oh. Oh, that's bullshit. They made me lose some points because I quit that match. Hey, it was the internet's fault, not mine. Despicable. Oh. It just means the struggle is real. Oh! Yes, I bet you were an Ellie stream today. Oh. Oh, we got a laggy round here. Ouch. Alright, so this guy's a runner. We got a runner. Ow. Come on, stop lagging me. There we go. You little stinky runner. I knew he was gonna go that way. Yep. There you go. Ooh. Oh no, that might be it. Yep, GG. Ah, they minus my points. That broke my momentum. That was a good match. GG. I like that match, even though the guy ran a bunch of times. At least there's no, you know, teabagging or stuff indeed. Yeah, GG indeed, Dario. Look at little Pichu crawling. Alright, let's see next one. Ooh, it's a Palutena.
3, 2, 1, go!
Whew, there we go. Ah, a charge attack. What? What? There we go. You definitely want to try and block that. Oh, you timed it just right. Damn it, I messed that up. GG.
Too bad for you.
Do. Hey, Glass! Nice to see ya! Oof indeed, Dario. Ah, okay. Had to do a name change, but Glass is doing good. Good to see you! Lucas.
3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. Whew! Why Pichu? Because I actually like Pichu, and it's a challenge to get Pichu. There we go. Ooh, I 3-stocked a Lucas! Wow! Dario says the real question here is, why not, Lamau? Alright, I'm not gonna say anything to him, because that would just make me a taunting jackass, so I'm just gonna leave. If I say well played after that match, that's just gonna be a jerk move. It's terrible. There's nothing you can really say after 3-stocking someone, right? You can't say, like, good game or you're tough. It all comes across as a taunt otherwise, so it's best just not say anything.